夜空をかける流れ
We have no choice.
Bye-bye! Noodle! Rush! Are you ready? Bye-bye! Angel feathers! Honor! Help is on the way! Healing circle! Dual punishment! Ready? Field barrier! Dual punishment! Are you ready? Ready? Sorry. Ray!
Eagle.
Oh, over already? Not much of a specimen. Ready? Acuteness!
Dual punishment! New power! Right!
Heal!
Healing circle!
Ready? Field barrier!
Die!
Eagle fall!
Cast thy purifying light upon this devout soul.
Heal.
Judgment.
Spin kick. Dragon blade.
Do not bother us.
Let's go all out.
Looks like it is over. Help is on the way. Healing circle. Don't pick on me. Don't pick on me. Bye-bye.
Ready?
Cuteness.
Dragon blade.
Endless infliction. Oh, Holy One, cast thy purifying light. We won. Another battle.
Ready? Field barrier.
Reveal thy glory. Time to fly.
Are you ready?
Are you okay?
Angel feathers.
Deadly destruction. Deadly destruction. Deadly destruction.
As expected.
Deadly destruction. Feel thy glory.
Angel feathers.
Deadly destruction. Are you okay? Deadly destruction. Don't pick on me. Deadly destruction. Deadly destruction. I'm a goner.
Not much of a
Deadly
specimen.
destruction.
Already,
Feel
barrier.
Deadly destruction.
Out of my sight!
Deadly destruction. Die. Deadly destruction. Deadly destruction.
Acuteness.
Deadly destruction. Deadly destruction. Deadly. It looks like it is over.
Get ready.
Ready? Field barrier. I beg of you.
Eagle
Deadly destruction. La 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 la. Deadly destruction. Deadly
Ready?
destruction.
Acuteness. I beg of you.
New power. Don't pick on me. Angel feathers! Endless goner! Endless healing circle! Endless infliction! We won. Uh-oh. Endless ready! Acuteness! Honor us! Endless infliction! Protect us! Ready? Song! Endless infliction!
Field barrier.
Endless infliction! We won. Enemies. Time to fly!
Acuteness.
Bye-bye! Endless infliction! La 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 la!
Are you okay?
First aid die! Bye-bye!
Ready?
What? Endless infliction!
Are you okay?
First aid! New power! What? Die! Infinite destruction! It looks like it is over. Big.
Ready?
Eagle
Field
eye.
barrier.
Infinite destruction!
No chance.
Ready?
Song! Infinite destruction!
Acuteness.
Infinite destruction!
Spin. Quick, dark move. That was pathetic.
you okay? I'm a goner. Don't pick on me. Bye-bye. Red cross. I'm a goner. That was easy.
What an abnormal song structure. Ready?
Infuse structure. Devastation.
I'm sorry.
Ready? Purgatory seal.
Ready? Nurse!
Devastation. Cyclone seal. Do not think ill of us. 50% output. No! Help infinite healing circle! Time to fly! Infinite destruction!
Ram.
Time to fly! Are you ready? Infinite destruction!
Healer.
Time to fly! Nurse!
Ready?
First aid! Infinite destruction! Infinite destruction!
That was pathetic.
Output should be bye-bye! Oh, holy war ready! Bye-bye! And light upon this corrupt soul! Bye-bye! Judgment! Die!
Ray.
Are you okay?
First aid! Time to fly!
I can't concentrate. Are you okay?
Die! Honor! Infinite destruction! We won.
So, you've come.
Is there no other way?
Are you still thinking like that? You'll die if you fight me with any doubt left in your heart. If you want the pact with Origin, then you must defeat me.
So, that's your way. Everyone, leave this to me.
You're going to fight alone?
Lloyd won't lose. Lloyd bears the weight of all the lives that you and Crucis sacrificed.
Get ready!
I'm not gonna hold back this time.
I know. I won't either.
Rising
Demon Fang!
There!
Fierce Demon Fang!
Rising Falcon!
Lightning Blade!
Rising
Ray!
Falcon! Take! Sword Rain! Tiger Blade! Hurricane! Demonic Circle! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane! Radiant Tiger Blade! Rising
Lightning
Falcon!
Blade!
Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane! Radiant Tiger Blade!
Super Lightning Blade! Take this! Air Thrust!
It's over.
You've grown strong.
Thanks to you.
Aren't you going to finish me?
I've defeated Kratos the Angel, the one who betrayed us. And I forgive Kratos, the hero of the ancient war, who helped us. That's all.
And I thought I'd finally earned the right to die. But you're as soft-hearted as ever.
Hold on. You can't be... Are you going to break the seal?
That is what you desire, is it not?
But then you'll... Kratos!
Don't worry, he's alive. I gave him some of my mana.
Dad! Kratos! Are you really okay?
Looks like I failed to die once more.
You stupid jerk! You can die any time, but when you die, that's the end.
You want him to live in eternal damnation?
Who said anything like that? What will you accomplish by dying? Nothing. There is no meaning in dying.
You're right. To think I had to have my son teach me such an obvious lesson.
Kratos!
Kratos will be fine. Form the pact with Origin.
You who lack the right. I have lost faith in all things. Have you come here to disappoint me as well?
Origin, are you bound by a pact to Mythos?
My pact with Mythos was broken the moment I was freed. Never again shall anyone make use of my power.
Even if we make a vow, we need the Eternal Sword.
I want to use the Eternal Sword to reunite the two worlds and revive the giant Carlon tree. Unless we do something, the worlds will never stop vying for mana, and everyone will suffer.
That situation was born from the weakness of creatures who are unable to accept those that are different.
That may be true, but mistakes can be corrected.
Some things cannot be corrected.
Even so, we have to do everything we can.
Exactly. I'm not gonna give up. From the moment they are born, everyone has the right to live. I want to reclaim that. Humans, elves, half-elves, dwarves, and even summon spirits. Everyone has a right to life.
Origin. For almost an eternity, I thought that the only way to save this world was to cling to Mythos' ideals. Just as you once agreed with Mythos' ideals, I too thought his was the only way. But Lloyd is different. He taught me that in order to change something, you must do it yourself. It is not enough to merely rely on someone else and go along with their ideals.
You who possess the right of summoning, make your vow.
Origin! Then...
I will try once more to believe in people. I shall do my duty in order to create a world you speak of. A world in which everyone can live equally.
I, Sheena, have but one vow. To reclaim a world in which everyone can live freely. A world in which no life is sacrificed meaninglessly. That's all.
Then we shall create a pact upon that vow. Now fight! Extraordinary. I will believe in all of you.
Keep working on it, okay?
Pactmaker Sheena and Lloyd, I place my power in your hands. With that power, transform the Eternal Sword into a blade to save all life. However, the Eternal Sword remains, as by Mythos' pact, unusable by those who lack the blood of elves. You must master the sword by your own power, and forge a new bond with it.
You did it, Lloyd! There's no time. I'll take your body.
No!
No, it's Mythos. He survived in the Crucius Crystal. Lloyd's body will be taken over unless we do something.
Lloyd!
Damn! You interfered! Fine. I'll just take this body.
Colette! Wait! Let her go!
We promised that we'll go on a journey together when the world is reunited.
Let her go!
What do I care? I'm leaving this filthy
World behind.
Is collapsing!
It's Mythos. He sealed off the route to Darius Karlan.
Damn! We'll evacuate the elves for now. The entire village will be destroyed unless we do something!
That is Darius Carlon.
Impossible! How could a planet exist so close?
It is the Eternal Sword that makes the impossible possible. It was hidden by the protective barrier projected from the Tower of Salvation. And it has always existed there for 4,000 years.
Yes. And now Mythos, with the Great Seed in hand, is trying to leave this land and take Darius Carlon with him.
Tabitha, you're feeling better?
Yes. Wait a minute. Darius Carlon is a mass of mana. And the Great Seed is the seed of the giant tree, right? If he takes both of them, what's gonna happen to this world?
It will wither and die from mana deprivation.
This is a much bigger problem than reuniting the worlds.
What the hell are you guys talking about? Our friend just got kidnapped. What are we gonna do, Lloyd?
What else? We're going after Mythos.
But the Tower of Salvation was destroyed.
Use the Eternal Sword. If you really made a pact with Origin, the sword will surely respond to you. With its power over time and space.
But Altessa is not well enough to move. Who's going to craft the Ring of the Pact?
Dad.
Dirk?
Yeah, he's our only hope. We'll go to Silverant.
Wait. I'm going with you.
All right.
So, you want me to forge the Ring of the Pact? A dwarf who's losing his skills by living on the surface?
There's no one else. The dwarf that has the skills is unable to move.
Dad, please.
I've gathered all of the necessary items.
This is adamantite for polishing. What's this piece of wood?
Is this sacred wood?
This must fuel the fire.
Is that why you were traveling all over Tethe'alla? To prepare...
I see. So everything is set. I can't very well refuse after you've gone through so much trouble now, can I? And I suppose it won't hurt me to help out my dearest son. After all, I'm his father too. Dwarven vow number 1. Work together for the sake of a peaceful world. All right, let's do it.
With this, I'll be able to use the Eternal Sword, right? Kratos! What's wrong?
Lloyd, you've really grown stronger. I never expected you to be able to inflict such a serious wound on my angelic form. Take this, and stop Mythos. I don't think I'll be able to help you anymore.
Okay.
That's a marvelous blade. I doubt you have a sword in your possession to match it.
Really?
Take this with you. It's a present I promised you. Now that you've grown all up, I can entrust you with the greatest sword I ever forged.
Wow. I'll become even stronger with these two swords. Thanks, Dad. And Kratos.
I'm sorry I forced everything upon you.
I have great dads. One made a ring for his son using the lost arts, and another risked his life to protect his son in secrecy.
Yeah? You've got great parents.
Yeah. Well, I'm off. Dad. Everyone, let's go.
You're gonna regret this! Spread it, wait!
Take cuteness! Take Tiger Blade! Hurricane Rush! Tiger Blade!
Cool off! Ice tornado!
Are you okay?
Ready?
First aid! Get him! Spread it, wait!
Tiger Blade!
Ready?
No way!
Field barrier!
Engulf! Pathetic soul! Ground dasher! Man, that was pathetic!
More battles?
No way!
Field barrier!
Ice tornado!
Here we go! Tiger Blade!
Ground dasher!
Ray! So that's the weakness. Get ready!
Prism star!
Sword Blade! Hurricane! Raining
Ice
away.
tornado!
Rising Falcon!
Healing circle!
Tiger Blade! Hurricane! Raining! All right!
You're in for a
No way! Rising Falcon!
Special
Ready?
vortex and engulf the evil spirits!
Tiger Blade! Hurricane! Ash! Raining! Tiger Blade!
Ready? Tidal wave!
No way! Rising
field
Falcon!
barrier!
Take! Tiger Blade!
Get him! Gravity well!
enemies!
Ready?
Here we go!
Field barrier!
Demonic circle!
Eagle fall!
Ground dasher!
What the heck?
Die!
Ready? Tiger blade!
Eagle die!
Tiger blade!
Get him! Gravity well!
Tiger blade!
Ready? Field barrier!
Tiger blade! No way!
Raging mist!
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
You're gonna regret this!
Are you okay?
Eagle fall!
Out of my
Eagle fall!
Tiger blade!
Get him! Red and wave!
Are you okay?
First Tiger blade!
Reduce these pieces
Like that?
to explosion!
Tiger blade! Hurricane! Tiger blade!
I was just warming up.
Let's get this over.
No way!
Are you okay?
Here we go!
Tidal wave!
Demonic circle!
Get ready!
Prism star!
Ready? Field barrier! What happened?
I was just warming up.
Enemies!
Rising dawn!
Ready? Acuteness! What happened?
Futile resistance. Take this!
Field barrier!
Eagle fall!
Raging mist! And don't come back!
Not much of a specimen.
No way!
Engulf! Please pathetic soul!
Ready? Healing circle!
Hurricane now! Rising
Ground
Thunder!
dasher!
Tiger Blade! Hurricane now!
Are you okay? First aid!
Tiger Blade!
Raging mist!
Are you okay? First aid!
Like the no way!
Get him! Indignation!
Tiger!
Ready?
Ready!
So that's the
All right. What the?
Oh no, it's a trap!
Lloyd, help us!
Forget about us. Find a way to evade this trap.
Don't worry about me. Just take care of Mythos.
I see. So this is the... Lloyd! Get the Darius emblem! With it you can...
This device is not life-threatening. Please, don't worry.
Lloyd, as long as you're all right, we still haven't lost. You must get to the Great Seed.
Guys! Damn! What the hell is going on? What happened to everyone?
Everything is all right. I can feel the presence of your companions. They are somewhere in this city.
All right, let's go find them.
Get out of my body!
Colette!
She's too strong. I can't.
Mythos! Get away from her!
How dare you, human! You son of Kratos! How dare you give me orders?
Whoa. What's going on?
Martel! How could you?
Human, your kind must not be allowed to live.
How far are you willing to go to take control of the mana?
I'll never forgive you. You humans are all the same!
What's going on? Mythos, Dad!
Lloyd, we're inside Mythos' memory. Don't let it get to you!
Why do you interfere? We both want the same thing! I just wanted to save the world and my sister. To have a world where no one will be persecuted.
Colette, are you okay?
Lloyd! Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me. I knew you'd come.
We made a promise, didn't we? That we'd go on a journey together.
Yeah.
Looks like the crystal won't come off.
Yeah, but I think it's okay. The feeling of something eating through my mind is gone now. Wait, where's everybody else?
They got caught in a trap, and we all wound up separated.
Oh no! We have to find them!
Yeah, let's go.
Where the heck is this funky place?
Hang on a sec. Do you hear a strange sound?
A strange sound?
We'll be sucked into the magic circle!
Oh, crap. Let's get the hell out of here. Ow!
What is this thing?
What's that thing down there?
What's the matter? You'll be caught unless you hurry up and run.
Such a pathetic sight, Zelos.
What? Why is Kuchinao?
It's gotta be an illusion. There's no way those two would be here.
You're so stupid. You've shut your eyes to reality for so long that you can't even tell what's real anymore.
You grew up in Mizuho, yet you still can't tell if I'm real or an illusion? You really are a failure.
It's so sad. How did someone so unworthy become the Chosen? It's no wonder he betrayed his friends.
Neither of you should have been born. Everyone would have been so much happier had you not been born. You brought misfortune upon the people of Mizuho.
I haven't brought misfortune to...
Can you really say you didn't? You, the coward who trembled before Volt and killed your comrades?
One betrayed his friends and then came back shamelessly, and the other killed the people of her village. A fitting end.
Now if you think you can run, run! You'll be devoured by the darkness and die.
Damn it, we're gonna be eaten by that monster unless we do something!
You gotta be kidding!
Would you like me to save you, Zelos?
Beg for our forgiveness.
And pledge loyalty to Crucius?
That monster will bestow eternal suffering upon you. If it devours you, you will neither live nor die. You will be trapped in true darkness, tormented in isolation forever.
Forever?
I can save you. Join us and defeat Lloyd. Then it will all be over.
Lord Mythos has agreed to let the people of Mizuho live.
And he'll remove the title and duties of the Chosen from you and transfer everything to me.
Celeste will gain the power of the Chosen.
Yes! What I've wanted more than anything else. The power of the Chosen. You'll let me have it, won't you? Just imagine. Your life will finally have meaning and value.
All you have to do is pledge your allegiance to me. As soon as you do that, you will be saved from the Shadow's grasp.
The people of Mizuho!
Celeste will become the Chosen.
Listen to me, both of you. I've come for you guys. I'm right down below.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! The only thing down there is that monster.
Lloyd! Don't tell me you were eaten by that monster!
That Lloyd is the real illusion. The monster is mimicking his voice to lure you.
I'm not an illusion. Do you think it's better for the people of Mizuho to become part of the Age of Lifeless Beings? Do you think it's okay for Celes to become the next Chosen who could be sacrificed at any time?
But...
Both of you have to decide for yourselves. But I have faith in you. I know you won't run away, even if what we're trying to do is difficult. Don't forget, your lives have value just by being alive and being...
Just by being alive? My life has value?
A traitor like me has value?
Of course not. No life has any value just by being alive.
Shut up. There's a significance in being born, but if that's not good enough for you, I'll give them another value. They're both valuable because they're my friends.
That's a pretty pathetic value, but I suppose it'll do.
You reject my offer?
You know what I wish for, yet you still interfere?
Sorry, but I got no choice. The guy who decided my value believes in me and tells me not to run away. I trust you, Lloyd. I, the sort of valuable Zelos, am headed your way.
Looks like you beat me to it.
Are you running away again?
I'll raise the entire village of Mizuho.
I am not running. The people of Mizuho are waiting for us to reunite the world. Betraying that trust would truly be running away. Damnation or salvation? Guess there's only one way to find out.
Welcome back, you two.
It's not like I can really run away from the fact that I was born.
Exactly. Especially since we now have our newfound pathetic value and all. I'm gonna try and face my challenges head on.
Yeah, running won't solve anything.
What possible value does one burden to exist with cursed blood have? Sometimes running's the only way to save yourself. Humans are...
What is that?
A spider figurine?
But it's broken in half. It's kind of creepy.
Maybe it's an admonition to not run away.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Maybe it is. I'm gonna hang on to it as a reminder.
Gonna be a piece of cake! No way!
Oh, holy water! Cast thy purifying light upon me. Oh, holy water!
Just as I expected.
Them.
I'll save you guys.
I thought I just saw Lloyd.
Yes, he disappeared. What could...
A trap?
Even if it is, remaining here indefinitely...
Would not be particularly meaningful. Let us search for Lloyd.
I'm so glad you two are safe.
Alicia.
Impossible.
Please wait. I'll take you to Lloyd.
It's an illusion. Alicia is dead.
Yes. She was murdered.
Yes.
And what am I, Presea? Even though I'm right here, breathing, my very own sister insists that I'm dead? It's true that I was murdered by Regal. But here I am, alive in front of you. Isn't that enough?
It's only an illusion. Be gone! Presea!
We don't know for certain it's an illusion.
Presea, you believe me, don't you? Thank you.
You...
Stop. If you don't stop. Regal, I can't believe you tried to kill me. I can't believe it.
Silence, Phantom! Presea, move!
If you want to kill Alicia, you must face me first.
Stop it! Both of you!
Lloyd's voice. Is this an illusion as well?
But there's blood.
I feel an evil presence from that blood. Be careful, Presea.
What's going on? What is real?
It doesn't matter. Just settle down. Why are you fighting each other? You're supposed to be friends.
Lloyd.
You aren't an illusion?
Why did you stop attacking? You hate the one who murdered me, don't you? But... And Regal, why won't you just let yourself be killed? You've always felt guilty about killing me. Here's your chance to end it all.
Yes, it's for the best. If you are killed, you will no longer feel guilt. If you kill him, you will have your revenge. Crimes must be punished.
Both of you! Get a hold of yourselves! Don't confuse who you should be fighting! Dying won't settle anything!
That is merely logic. People are not moved by logic. If the one you love is killed, you hate the murderer. And murderers must be punished.
But if you keep killing people like that, it'll only spawn new hate and new revenge. Besides, you're just running away if you die. You'll forget the murder and the pain of that crime.
Spawn new hate.
Running away from my crime.
What about my feelings? You murdered me.
It is true that Alicia died. But I know she doesn't want things to end like this. What you're both doing is selfish.
You're the real Lloyd.
And that Alicia is a fake. Alicia wouldn't say things like that. Are you going to kill me?
Stop deceiving my friends. I came to get you guys.
I'm sorry. I lost the will to atone for my crimes by taking comfort in the feeling of being punished. Death is not punishment. Punishment is living with one's crime and working to atone for it.
I closed off my heart and turned away from people who were trying to atone for their crimes because it was easier to hate than to forgive.
There are so many things you can do before you die, and I don't think everything has to be forgiven. But no matter how painful things may be, you just can't dwell on the past.
Yes.
I will stop allowing myself to be trapped in the past.
One cannot seek a new world while dragging the past along.
And thus you forget the past, the countless lives that were lost, and the pain of those that suffered. Crimes must be met with punishment.
What's that?
A knife.
There are nicks all over the blade.
Maybe it's a symbol of your past.
Let us think of it that way.
Yes, so that we may never fight amongst ourselves again.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with. What the?
Why is the mayor...
Be careful. It's an illusion.
You think I'm an illusion? This is exactly why everyone says half-elves are fools.
Rain, my pitiful child. A tainted child who received only half her elven blood.
Mother?
Half-elves have no place in this world.
That's not true!
It is because you are despicable halflings that I was chased out of Heimdall.
Then why did you give birth to us?
There probably was no choice. That's why you were thrown away after you were born.
Disappear from this world.
Die! There is no meaning for you to live.
Disappear.
Die, now!
Humans and elves. Neither side wants us.
That's right. No one wants you.
I didn't choose to be born like this, yet...
It can't be helped. It's your fault for not being a pureblood.
No, you're wrong!
No, they are not wrong. Our existence is a crime.
No! It's not the half-elves' fault!
But...
People who can't accept those who are different are the ones to blame. It's because of their weak hearts. Hey, you two. I came to get you.
Lloyd.
Now let's go.
It's hopeless, Rain. You'll just be abandoned as long as you're a half-elf. The world will continue to hate you.
Lloyd came for us. Even though he could have left us behind and faced Mythos.
You'll just be betrayed again. Because you're...
You may be right. But then again, you may be wrong. It wasn't because of my blood that you abandoned me. It was because of the world that hates my blood, and a mother who was too weak to stand up against it. I'm going to stop hating that weakness. My hatred never changed anything. In order to change the world, I must first change myself. I'm glad I was born a half-elf. It was because of it that I met Lloyd and my other dear friends.
Genus, do you feel the same?
That's ridiculous! There's no world for half-elves!
Because humans hate us, I hate humans.
Genus!
But I like you, Lloyd. And I like everyone we traveled with. Because I think they all like me.
You're an idiot! You're deluding yourself!
I'm the same. Just like those that hate half-elves, I get mad at humans and elves just for being who they are. That's just going to make them hate me more. My heart was weak too.
Is it a sin to be weak-hearted? Not everyone's strong. Not everyone can stand being despised.
Hey, you two.
Lloyd! Thanks for coming.
I'm sorry. I promise to make up for all the trouble we've caused.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, right? Hey, what's this thing that just came floating down?
They're fragments of the mirror.
Maybe they're symbols of the weakness of our hearts.
You should hang on to it. It's proof that you guys beat that weird mirror.
Okay.
Yes, it's a good idea. not much of a specimen.
Ready?
Cuteness!
Ring whirlwind! Satellite! No! Take! Gravity well! Take! Tiger Ring! Speed for eternity! Yeah! Gravity well!
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, holy one, cast thy purifying light upon this corrupt soul.
All talk, no act. Let's get this over with.
No way!
Yes, ready? Cast thy purifying light upon this corrupt soul. This is the final warning.
Judgment! Demonic!
Are you okay? When?
Raging mist!
How can this happen?
Just as I expected. What is this?
This is the Darius emblem.
Darius emblem?
It's a seal that blocks the path to Mythos' castle. Although I didn't know where it was.
Then with this...
The trap should be deactivated. Let's keep going.
Okay, let's go. This is gonna be a piece.
No way!
No.
You're gonna pay.
You're gonna
No way!
What's wrong? You ain't going.
All right.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
No way! Too slow, Tate! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Radiant Tiger Blade! Tate! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! All right!
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Tiger Blade! No way! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Tiger Blade! All right!
You're gonna regret this!
You ain't going. No.
Okay,
You ain't going. No.
Tornado!
You ain't going. No.
No way!
You ain't going. No. You ain't going. No. You ain't going. No.
Like that?
Healing circle!
You ain't going. No.
Rising belt!
Get him! Indignation!
You ain't going. You picked the wrong guy to...
Not much of a spell.
No way! Rising belt!
Right away!
Hurricane Plus! Too slow, Tate!
Ready?
No way! Sword Blade! Hurricane!
Ice tornado!
Rising Falcon!
Pathetic goal! Ground dasher!
guide of...
You're gonna regret this.
Take! Rising Falcon!
Nurse!
Take! Sword blade!
Get him! Indignation!
Rising Falcon!
Not too bad.
Ready?
Pathetic soul!
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Not much of a specimen.
Form a terrestrial vortex and engulf the evil spirit!
Ready?
Sword blade!
Nurse!
No! Rising
Pretty good.
Take!
Ice tornado!
Take!
Force field!
Ready?
Ray!
That's the weakness.
Rising Falcon! Like that?
Are you okay?
Rising Falcon!
Get him! Indignation!
Take! Rising Falcon! Take!
Help is on the way.
Engulf! Healing circle! Pathetic soul!
Take! Iron Blade!
All right.
You're gonna regret
Rising
this!
Falcon! Take!
Ready?
Iron Blade! Hurricane!
That's the weakness.
Take! Iron Blade! Sword Blade!
Indignation!
Are you okay?
First aid!
Take!
Ready?
Sword Blade! Hurricane! Take! Rising Falcon! Take! Tiger Blade! Tiger Blade! Ready? Take! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword!
All right. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
No way! Take! Tiger Blade! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane! Radiant! Tiger Blade! No way! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade!
All right. This is gonna be a piece.
No way! Take! Rising Falcon! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane! Tiger Blade! Rising Falcon! Take! Tiger Blade!
I was just warming up. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
No way! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane! Radiant Tiger Blade! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Tiger Blade! Hurricane Thrust!
Alright! This is gonna be a piece of cake.
No way! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane! Radiant Tiger Blade! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane! Radiant Tiger Blade! Take!
I was just warming up. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
No way! Rising Falcon! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane Cap! Rising Falcon! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! No! Rising Falcon! Rising Falcon! Rising Falcon! Rising Falcon! Rising Falcon! Take! Rising Falcon! Take! Take! Tiger Blade!
Just as I expected. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane! Tiger Blade! No way! Take! Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Tiger Blade! Take!
Just as I expected. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
No way! Pretty good. Omega Tempest! Omega Tempest! Omega Tempest! Omega Tempest! Omega Tempest! Omega Tempest! No way!
This is gonna be a
Rising Mountain! Take Tiger Blade! Take Tiger Blade! Tiger Blade! Take Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane Blade! Tiger Blade! Take Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane Blade! Tiger Blade! No way! Take Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane Blade! Tiger Blade! Alright!
This is gonna be a piece.
Take Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Tiger Blade! Take Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane Blade! Tiger Blade! Take Tiger!
Alright! This is gonna be a piece of cake!
Omega Tempest! 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 No way! Omega Tempest! Omega Tempest!
Just as I expected. This is gonna be a piece of
No way! Rising Falcon! Take Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane Blade! Tiger Blade! No way! Take Rising Falcon! Take No way! Take Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane Blade!
just as I expected. Don't let up!
No way! Rising Falcon! Rising Falcon! No! Take Tiger Blade! Sword Blade! Hurricane Blade! Tiger Blade!
Not much of a specimen.
Man, they're... There's a lot of them.
Rising Falcon! Reduce these evil souls! Light explosion! Hurricane! Tiger Blade! Tiger Blade! Tiger Blade! Burn! Raging Mist! Tiger Blade! Like that?
Help is on the way.
Healing Circle!
Alright! This is gonna be a piece of cake! No way!
Cool off! Ice Tornado! Rising Falcon! Light Photon! Get him! Red and Wave!
Help is on the way.
Healing Circle! Rising Falcon! Get him! Gravity Well! Rising Falcon!
Help is on the way.
Healing Circle! Get him! Ice Tornado! Man, that was pathetic!
Not much of a specimen.
Ready? Real Barrier! Sword Breath! Indignation! Tiger Blade! Ready? Healing Circle!
This is pretty good!
Sword Blade!
Okay.
Are you okay? Gravity Well!
Help is on the way.
Healing Circle!
I'm careless.
Ice Tornado!
Like that?
I wasn't strong enough.
Blood has the breath of life! Revitalize!
Understood.
Bring back this soul from purgatory! Resurrection! Get him! Gravity Well!
Just as I expected. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Ice Tornado! Tethe'alla!